Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my February 2025 plans. Now I've been doing this for quite a few months, I don't know, maybe several months. And when I first started doing it, I didn't think I was going to like it. I was worried that my mood would change over the, month, and that I would practically be coloring nothing I said I was going to color. However, last month, I don't know, I just didn't do it. And I think it was because, I was busy and New Year and just, I don't know, whatever my excuse was, I did not do it. And wow, did I miss it. I felt kind of lost, and I don't know why, because, I can flip through my books, but I felt a little lost in, what do I do next? Usually I work on, maybe 2, sometimes 3 images at the same time. I, alternate, and, I don't know. It just did not work out, and I did a great month. I still colored a lot, but I did feel this sense of confusion of, what do I do next constantly? So I'm really happy that I'm back to doing it and that this is working for me. And, I hope everyone likes seeing it. I really like when I'm watching other people's plans. It gives me ideas. If not for this month, maybe next month, books that I kind of forgot about, or, just, I don't know, I just enjoy them. So no more chatting. I will move along to what books I'm picking. I have quite a few books on the side here, more than I could color, but it gives me some options. And if I'm having a really good coloring month, I have them all planned. So my first one is one of the books that I have slated for my 25 focus books, I think I called it. And it is Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. And I have, I guess, around 2 or 3 picked out here. And because it's February, I kind of looked for things with hearts on it or that reminiscent of the holiday. So I picked this one first. I like it, but I think I prefer this one. Yeah, I don't know if it's just, she has more of a tattoo. I just don't know what this is. Is this a bottle in her hair? I don't know what this is, and I don't know how to color this piece. But otherwise, I really like that one. So that's my preferred. But if I want something a little bit simpler, I'll choose this one. But I don't know what these other tags are. Oh, these are things that I colored in the past. So that is what I have chosen in Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. Next up, I have Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Agusa. I've chosen, I think, 2 out of this book as well. And my first one is this cat in the basket. Now, this image is calling out to me, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to change my mind when the time comes, because I just did a mythographic in Wild Summer, I think in December, that had a cat and some yarn in it. So I don't know if it's, my mood, the kind of this warmth feeling that I want. It's been really cold here, so I don't know if that's the reason why, but, this image was calling out to me. And honestly, this one on the alternating page is very beautiful as well. Maybe it'll be this one. I doubt it because I've got wallpaper behind it, but it's definitely an option. Still gives that, homey, crafty kind of feeling. And then the second page I chose is just this card in the back. And this is a whip. And I'm trying to work on my whips this year. I have like in the 60 something. I'm trying to get that down this year. So this is a possibility. Still has my cat in it, and it is really, really cute. I don't know why I didn't finish it. Probably because I messed up something up here, and this was earlier on in my coloring, so I probably didn't know how to fix anything. So this is definitely a strong possibility as well. You never know, I might do both of them because this is kind of small. So that is from Symphony of Cute Animals by Kanoko Agusa. Next up is another book that's on my 25 to focus, and that is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederholt Oberg. And I picked like 4 or 5 in this book. And the first one is this really comfy, homey mice, 3 mice in a chair page. I really like this. It's adorable. Actually, everything in this book is adorable. It's hard not to find something that's really cute. I think a lot of people did this in December. And also a beautiful page. Then I chose this page with the elf, the light source, and the butterflies. I chose this snowy page. I don't love working on houses, but I just think this is such an original image, you know, with the face in the, I don't know if it's part of the mountains or behind the mountains, but it's definitely a unique looking page. So that kind of called to me. And then my last one, is the last page in the book. Again, with the mice. I guess these are cups on the trees, and it's really pretty too. So I have 4 choices from Fairy Tales and Folklore. The next book I have is Ladies of Leisure 3. This is a book that I haven't worked on in a really long time, and I don't know why, because I really find this such a unique book. I mean, the images are unique, right? But it is a little like the faces are usually on the depressive looking side. They don't really look that happy, but I don't think that's what turns me off. I did get on, this is the first page I've chosen. I did get some bleed through from the page before, which I'm a little stunned by because there's no orange on this page, yet I have orange and yellow bleeding through. So not really too sure what this whole yellow-orange thing is about, but I think I could get rid of that probably pretty easily. I haven't even tried to see if I could erase it out, but I could cover that, I think. And I don't think anyone would notice that little bit. But then I chose this page. This is probably the preferred page, only because I really like the way the artist did or didn't do the hair. It's just an outline of the hair. I think I would leave it white and color everything else around it. But again, I have some yellow bleed from 2 pages before that. So I really have to start putting protector pages in here. I just didn't think it would come through that much, to be honest. And I definitely did not think it would come out 2 pages later. I don't think you could see it, but there certainly is a little bit of a yellow tinge all around here. So I don't know if I could leave it white, but that was my idea. And then I chose one more page, and it's this mushroom page. And I just really, really like this dress. I mean, this is really, really pretty. I don't know. Yeah, I have 2 ways of thinking about this page. I could either do the mushrooms really natural colored and make her really bright. You know, maybe make her dress like red, not that I can make it look like leather, but like a red leather dress. Or I could do it the other way around, make her look more natural, like a brown looking leather, and then, you know, really colorful around her. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it. I kind of see it both ways, and I'm hoping that I'm able to make that decision when I start it. But the way I tackle something that I consider more complicated, and it's not that I find this image complicated, but my thought process is complicated, is I start with something I know I'm doing, right? Like, let's say I decide to make her like a darker tan color. Then I'm going to at least start on the skin. And that usually helps me decide, well, what color is her hair going to be? And then that's my next step. And then once I have those two things in, I might be able to see which direction I would like to go in, whether I want to make her bright or whether I want to make the mushrooms bright. Yeah, since I'm an 80s gal, I'm like really thinking a red leather dress is the way to go with this, but I could be having like 1980s flashbacks, and that could be the reason why. But really like this page a lot, and this is the one that I kind of see how to do a little bit more than the other two. Although this one, I know I wanted to leave the hair white, but everything else is up for grabs. I don't really know what I'm going to do with that one. And this page, I pretty much don't see it all, you know. But again, I would start with something I know. I know I might do the bricks. Let's say I decide to do them gray. Then I'll do the bricks. That would inform the frame. The background would be somewhat natural. And then maybe I would see how I would like to complete the rest of the picture. But in this one, I do see a lot of natural colors now that I'm looking at it. Like maybe like some greens. I'm not too sure. Yeah, because I could make it look like the green, you know, green back here, some green on her. I could make this silver or gold. I'm assuming this is metal. Yeah, so, you know, yeah, I guess I could see this one done as well. So any one of those three, from Ladies of Leisure 3 by Zan Von Zed. Up next is a book I also have not worked in ages. I find this a difficult book to work in. I don't think this is the only page. Maybe there's another one that I did, and this was an easier page, but some of these pages I just don't even know how to tackle. Like, look at that. Beautiful, but I don't know how to even start some of these pages. Some of them are so detailed, but I chose just one page out of here. I liked this guy, and I just liked his turned head, and just, you know, cats and dogs do that, and I really like when they do that, when they look at you kind of like with this inquisitive, you know, what do you want kind of look. So I don't know. I don't know how to handle this, like all this space. So I don't know if I will just, you know, color the whole thing and make it look like, you know, the color of a house, or if I will just, you know, tape it around, make a frame. I'm not too sure how to do this, but I really liked the look on this cat's face, and that's why I chose this one. So that is A Million Cats by Lulu Mayo. Up next is Circle of Life by Malpamani Chatsapanagotu. Sorry, I know I butchered that. I have a few pages selected here. I liked this swan. I think I recently saw someone do this page. I don't know if it was this book or I saw another swan picture where they did like a black swan, and I really liked that. So I might do something like that, do like some kind of black swan, and then make everything around it really super colorful. So that might look really cool. Then I picked this bird page. And I remember this day. I remember thinking, I'm choosing a lot of birds, and I don't know, I must be in that mood. But this is really, really pretty. But there's a lot here, and I think this would take a really long time to finish. But it could be something that I work on a little bit at a time between other coloring. So yeah, I don't know about this one because it is really detailed, but I do like it a lot. And then the last one, which might be the most likely one in this book, is this snowflake. It really just fits with the time period, and you know, it is winter here and very cold, and this kind of fits with what it's like outside. So this is most likely the page I will do, but I have the other two as alternates just in case I'm just not feeling it. And it would be really great to do that in the summertime. So I would have like the double page done in like, you know, cool and warm colors. I think that would look really pretty. So that is from Circle of Life. Then I have a buddy color in Dunkelbunt, and we chose this page, I think. Okay, I'm having a senior moment. Yeah. Maybe we didn't choose this page. All right, I have to go over our emails and just double check that I've got the right page before I start it. I'm just trying to flip through to see if something else is jogging my memory at all. Yeah, I think that's it. But anyway, I'll double check. But it is one page, a buddy color in Dunkelbunt by Sarah Richter. Then I have Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanes. And I guess I pre-ordered his new fairy tale book. So I'm in the Kirby mood, I think, because of that. It's also books that I've been ignoring for quite some time, and I really would like to get back to them. Now, this is a whip. So I would really like to do this page. I think I sort of started this early on, and I think I started it with water marker on a palette and painting it on, and then I kind of got lost and stopped. But this is one of my favorite pages in the book. I think these could be really colorful if I make them all look kind of Moroccan, you know, with those colors. So this is such a beautiful page, and it would satisfy my whip issue. And then my other page is this one. I have seen so many beautiful colorings done of this page, and they're all lovely. No matter what picture, what color they chose for the flower, it just always comes out beautiful. So I would like to tackle this at some point. Either one of these, I think I would be happy with. The other one gets rid of a whip, but this is a simpler page. That other, what I'm calling the Moroccan page, is very detailed. I mean, this has a lot of detail in it, but I wouldn't color a lot of this differently. I think I would just kind of use a watercolor and, I don't know, maybe make some light sources, or not really too sure. But for me, the focus is the flower, and then this glowing, you know, amusement park in the center. And I think I would try to do some kind of glow. I just don't know how to do that. But, you know, I'll look at other people's on Pinterest and maybe get some ideas on how to make something glow in the center. But yeah, so those are the two that I chose from Worlds Within Worlds. Another book on my 25 to focus on is this Amazon book by Paula Brun. And I chose this page. because I have this one done, and I thought maybe I would try to bring some of the colors in here. It would be simpler because some of the colors would be chosen for me. You know, I don't know if I would make a blue snake or a purple snake, you know, or just do something completely different and pick up some of these flowers. But, you know, there are things here that are already decided, and that just makes it easier for me. So that's one option. And my second option is this page with the leaves. Now, as you know, large white spaces scare me. I have to get over that, to be honest. I got the oil pastels for Christmas. So I was wondering if I could do that in the background. That might be a little harder where there, the smaller spaces here, but, I could go watch Maya's channel and figure out how she does that. And, it just really helps me use like a new supply. So I like this page, even though it has a lot of green on it. And then I chose this butterfly. Not too sure why at the moment, because it's definitely not calling out to me right now, but it could have been that I saw, a butterfly in someone else's page or, in a magazine, and it just made me think of it that day. But it is a very pretty page. Again, this book does have a lot of white background, but I'm hoping that my oil pastels help with that. So those are the 3 images. Oh, and I have a whip. Oh, I am considering this a whip. So if I do this page, I'm reducing my whips. So that is from Amazon by Paula Brun. Next up is a new book for me. I got this for Christmas, I think. Yeah, I think this was a Christmas gift from my son. And I chose a few pages because of Valentine's Day here in February. I chose The Lovers. I really like this bird. Yeah, I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful image. I don't know what I know what these are. I've seen these pink. So I could do, them in yellow and greens, and then do like pinks and purples. So I don't know. I just think it's really, really pretty. And it fits the, the holiday. And then I picked another page. And it is Strength. It's just stunning. I just love the position of this tiger, the paws, and, all of this green in the back, and, of course, oranges for the tiger. I just think this one is stunning. Now, I prefer this page over the other one, but I could always do this in March if I really feel like Valentine's Day is that big of a deal, to do this one. And there is a third one. I just saw this. And I picked this Chariot as a third option. But this is probably my third choice of the 3. But I'm favoring the other 2, either the birds or the tiger. But this is the one I could visualize, obviously, because, they're predetermined colors for me. But yeah, really, this one's calling to me. But I do like the Lovers as well. And this would satisfy Color Your Hoard, because this would be my first image in Tarot Coloring by Alexis E. Thompson. The next book is Christie's Spring Cutting Garden, a watercoloring book. Now, I've been into my watercolors lately in coloring books, and I've been using it a lot to base. And it's been working so well. It speeds up the process. I'm still allowed to use my pencils if I want to, because as I've mentioned before, that is my absolute favorite medium, is to use colored pencils. But I would like to continue to grow and get better at my watercolors. So did I pick a page here? I think I did. So I picked this page because it is a whip. And I just barely started it, but I think I could do a really good job on the rest of it. So I didn't bother choosing anything else. I'm going with the whip on this one. And it is, the whole book is beautiful. I mean, the paper is good. Some of them I would not probably do, but for the most part, all of these images are something I would color. You obviously do have to like flowers because this is a cutting garden. But that is what I've chosen from Christie's Spring Cutting Garden from Christy Rice. Another book that's on my 25 to focus on is The Creatures of Ken Matsuda. This book is so stunning. I mean, nicer than I thought it was going to be. And I did see flip throughs of this book, but still I was, stunned at how beautiful it is in person. So the first one I picked is this, cute frog. And I think this is the frog that has the colorful feet, like the really bright green feet. And I have to look it up, but I really love this. And I'm going to try to work on watercolor in this book as much as I can. The paper is nice. I don't know if it'll take a lot of water, but was it Spare Room Studios that recently did a page, and she flooded the paper, or it looked like she flooded the paper with water, and it looked like it worked really, really well. So I did do some, but I did very little water, and I think this time I'm going to try to do a little bit more. Okay, the next page is this. Is this a Komodo dragon or some kind of lizard? And I like it because I love the color palette that he's done. And I'm wondering if I could do something similar. I don't think I have a lot of these colors in the media I would like. Like in watercolor, I could do this background, but I was wondering if I could do the background with gouache. I probably don't have this muted green, but I can do something similar and then use watercolor on the rest of it. So I really like this idea of using another supply that I haven't used. And I bought this set of gouache and have never used it. So I really would like to. Then I chose this guy. Again, I don't know what kind of lizard it is, but I really like the eyes here. So, and it is rather a simple one. Great way to keep getting my feet wet before I do something more complicated, like, the last page that I just showed. But again, there's the question with what do I do with all this white space? Yeah, so, and then I chose this alligator page. And I just really, really like this one. I got to be honest, I'm not too sure what this is. Is it a rock? Looks like it's underwater, so is it coral? I'm not too sure what I would color this as underneath. But he's beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful picture. So yeah. I'm thinking this is one of these 4 pages, one of these 3 pages in The Creatures of Ken Matsuda. Up next is Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. This is a book that I would like to start doing 1 page per month this year. I'm not going to hold myself to it like if it becomes a chore, but I would like to color a little bit more in this book than I have. I've done quite a few pages, and I think that's what's inspiring me, to keep filling it up. Yeah, I've done several well, probably more than several, but yeah, it's starting to feel a little fuller. and I like that. So it's kind of inspiring me. And the first one is Daughter of the Sun, and she is so stunningly beautiful. I'm not that great at darker skin tones yet. I am getting better, but this would be a challenge for me, and I think it would be like a really exciting challenge. So, and I was thinking of doing this in a really, really bright, glittery watercolor paint instead of like a yellow sun, doing it in like a gold. Next, I've chosen this Dreamy Fae. I guess it's February, I don't know how to say Fairy February, but you know, it fits the month. So, and I've never done one of these fairy pages in this book. I don't know what about them. I'm not a huge fan of them, but this one is beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful. It's just whether it speaks to you or not, right? And normally they don't, but I'm figuring I eventually would like to finish this page. So yeah, this would be perfect for the month of February. Oh, that's my, sorry, that is my buddy color. And this is the other fairy that I picked. Now, I like her better, and I think it might be because she has a more adult face rather than the child face, but this is a beauty as well. And I think I would do the same thing maybe with gold in the background instead of the sun, but I'm not sure. So that's what I've chosen from Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. Another book that I'm hoping to get more done. This is also one of the 25 to focus, and a book I would eventually like to finish. Now, nothing grounds you faster than doing this thing. I thought I did so many pages in here. And then I did this little grid that I've seen a bunch of colorists do to kind of let you know how far along you are in the book. And geez, I really felt like I colored so much in this book, and I colored 6 out of almost 50 pages. So like literally have colored almost none. So that was a rude surprise. I don't know if I'm gonna do this anymore. Maybe I don't really need to know how many pages I have left in a book, because it wasn't exactly inspiring to see that. Yeah, so, okay, this is what I did, and it grounded me really quickly, but love the book. It is absolutely stunning. It is a book, as I said, I would like to finish. I selected this page because of Valentine's Day. I really, really love her. She also is stunningly beautiful. I think I would do it the same way the artist did it. You know, maybe I'll change something slightly, but not very much. You can see I did use for the face, that was a sneak peek of my January. I did use some alcohol marker that obviously comes through. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that though. I really feel like it's distracting me from this image. So I probably will not do alcohol ink in this book anymore. But anyway, this is one of the 2 images I selected, and this is the other one. Not exactly Valentine's Day, but sort of. It has a lot of red. She loves her friend here, or her pet. So I really like this one as well. And she has a beautiful face too. And again, I think I may change the color of the flowers in this one, because I think I would want her red dress to be the only red in it. And then I could find out what kind of flower this is and, you know, what other variations it comes in. And that would be the change in this page. So those are the 2 images I've selected for February from Garden Lady by Lana Green. And then my last book is from Harry Potter, this Pop Harry Potter. And this was a gift from a friend at Christmas. And this would be the first image I'm coloring in this book, and it would go toward Color Your Hoard. I was thinking of just doing like the 4 characters in the front to kind of get my feet wet, to see what pencils work in here. I could do this, you know, Prisma, Poly, Holbein. I think I have luminance. I don't know if I have enough luminance, to be honest, but you know, I could do another pencil here. Oh, I did get the Chroma Flows, so I would probably do Chroma Flow. I haven't worked with those yet, even though they were a Christmas present from my husband. I haven't put them in a case yet, but I thought maybe, you know, trying different pencils would be kind of fun way to start this book. And then I did want to do the Dumbledore page. You know, it's a simple page. I don't think it would take me a really long time. Yeah, so I don't think I would go in order. This is the first page of the book, but I don't think I would go in order here. I just think I like Dumbledore. So I chose that page. And then one more. I thought I only picked 2. Oh, Hagrid. Isn't he gorgeous? I mean, he is so cute in this. I really love him. So, but this is a more complicated page and would take more time. And as you can see, I picked quite a few books. And, you know, some of the books, or quite a few of the books that I have on my, you know, 25 to complete in 2025 are on the complicated side. I think I want to challenge myself a little bit more this year to do either double page spreads that I don't do very often, or more complicated pages. So this might be fun to do. But I think any one of these pages, they're all really, really cute. I mean, look at the dogs. I mean, my gosh, this is really cute. Even the scary people aren't scary at all. But yeah, so this would be the first image I would do in Pop Harry Potter, a Funko coloring book. So thank you so much for being here with me and going through my books. I hope it inspired you in some way to pick up either an older book that you haven't worked in a long time, or to challenge yourself this year with doing something more complex, or something simple like finding, you know, supplies that you don't use that often and testing them out in a book. So I'll see you guys in the next video. The next one is going to be my January completed pages, and I got a lot of pages done, so I have a lot to show you there. So thanks again for dropping by, and I hope to see you next video. Okay, thanks, bye.